doing some experimentation. I have one of the new Rainbow High Color and Create dolls, as well as one of the newer Barbie Looks dolls, and some possible hair dye options. I have two dolls here that I want to try dyeing hair. I have never dyed a doll's hair before, so this will be completely new for me. But we have our Rainbow High, who has white hair because, like I said, she's a color and create. You're supposed to be able to color and wash out her hair with the stuff provided. I don't want washable color. I want permanent color. Then I picked this Barbie Looks doll for her hair texture and her curvy body type. Essentially, I kind of am interested in making a new mini-me. This is my old mini-me. This is a fashionista head put on a curvy made-to-move body. The skin doesn't match perfectly. I always intended to reroot her hair because it's not the same texture as my hair, and she also has tinsel in her hair. But I really liked this face mold, this wide set face. I thought this was a pretty good match for me. But I kind of want to move on from this mini-me and make a new one. So this lady, she has a curvy body. She's got the right hair texture, but the completely wrong hair color. She doesn't have as wide of a face, but I think I can work with this. She's got some wide set eyes, which is good for me. And then, of course, Rainbow High is a stylized doll. She's never going to really look like me, but she does have curly hair, and she has some pretty colored eyes. My eyes are not purple. They are blue, but this is what I got to work with. In terms of coloring products, my hair is like kind of a dirty blonde / brown combo, and I like to color my hair a lot, usually with like pink or purple highlights. So I got 3 RIT dye options, but from my research, RIT dye doesn't always take to Barbie hair. It seems to do pretty well with Rainbow High doll hair. So I also got some fabric markers. So first, let's get these ladies out of the packaging. The Barbie Looks doll is very simple. It is model number 16. She is from this series right here. And then we have one of the new Color and Create Rainbow High dolls. This is the one, as I mentioned, with purple eyes. She comes with some cute little clothing items and some washable coloring materials. Now, unfortunately, this is the newer Color and Create, so she does not have wrist articulation. So the Color and Create doll, actually it's called Watercolor and Create. She looks super fun. She did not come with a doll stand, which is very disappointing. Her hair is also in 2 pigtails, which I did not realize. I thought it was just held back in the packaging. She's got a lot of crunchy curl here that I'm gonna have to wash out before I try to color it. She does have the neck articulation, which is great. She has a very neutral makeup look, which is another reason I got her. I love her brows. She's got a little pink lip. She does have a mark on her face. In terms of the rest of her articulation, unfortunately, there is some limitation. So she does have good range of motion at the shoulder, and the elbow's okay. Like I mentioned, no wrist articulation. Huge bummer. What I also didn't realize is there is no upper thigh articulation. So it's just this movement at the hip. And then she does have good articulation at the knee. So still a nice doll. I'm still hoping to work with her. The outfit she comes wearing is this white faux hoodie that Velcros in the back. It's got wide sleeves because she no longer has wrist articulation to allow you to remove the hands to easily get off fitted sleeves. She's got some drawstrings that are functional. This cute little white pleated skirt that has 2 layers. And then she is wearing these pretty neat looking boots, very thick sole. She also came with this little white t-shirt that also Velcros in the back, and a second pair of shoes, which are these sneakers. And then all this stuff for the coloring, the water coloring. So I'm looking at the instructions, and it looks like these are little shakers. You shake the pigment into the pole, and then maybe you add water or something. not 100% clear, but you need multiple items. So they give you this little plastic bowl, which I actually thought was part of the packaging and I almost threw it away. They give you a cute little measuring cup. They give you these pigments. You get a comb, classic Rainbow High comb. You get a cute little like mixing spoon. There is this applicator with a sponge tip and then a brush tip. And you also get a replacement sponge. And then you also get these little stencils and some rubber bands. The instructions do show you could put the stencils on the clothing or in your hair or on your skin. Apparently these are non-toxic pigments that you can use on yourself or whatever. Oh, and the rubber bands are for tie-dyeing the fabric. So a lot of options here. This seems really fun for kids. I, of course, am not interested in any of this. So we'll set her aside for a second. The Barbie Looks doll comes with a certificate of authenticity because, you know, why not? She's supposed to be a black label doll. She comes with a doll stand. Love that. And then here is the doll herself. So I love that her eyes seem pretty wide set. She has a significant looking nose. I have a little roundy nose, so that works. I have wide set eyes. That's great. I do have an arch to my eyebrow. Love it. I will have to remove the factory face up for her lips with some acetone. Her lips are much more luscious than mine. And I'm going to try very carefully to cut down on some of this blue eyeshadow. I don't really wear eye makeup normally. This doll is a curvy made to move. So she has the movement at the neck and then the shoulder and upper arm. She's got that great elbow articulation, of course, wrist. She's got that torso articulation as well as upper thigh and hip and a made to move knee. So plenty of articulation in this doll. Her outfit is actually one piece, even though it's supposed to look like two pieces. And she is wearing these kind of wedge sandal things. So for the RIT dye, I used 2 cups of hot boiled water and 1 teaspoon of the dye, and I decided to do the Rainbow High doll in sections, and I started with the camel color, and I tested that first before using the cocoa brown. This is how it came out, looking kind of blondish, lighter than I actually thought it was going to look, so then I went with the brown afterwards. I didn't even try the RIT dye with the Barbie doll. I went straight for the fabric markers. I primarily used the brown and then went in with pink for the highlights. Just went section by section, coloring the hair piece by piece. And it actually turned out pretty well. When I was done applying all the color, I did rinse both dolls out thoroughly to make sure no excess color was on the hair. Actually, the fabric marker makes the hair kind of stiff, so you have to rinse it out anyway, regardless, but you definitely don't want risking color transfer onto clothes. They both turned out cute, but definitely the Barbie turned out to be my mini-me. She's the one who worked out the best in terms of hair color match. She looks really cute. I did not put new paint on her lips because I don't often wear lipstick, so I thought it was kind of good just going with as if she's just wearing chapstick or something. All in all, I'm pretty happy with it. I think she looks great. And I put her in a little t-shirt with my Honeybee Happy logo on it. She's wearing a little hoodie. I love the hair. I think it best represents my current hair look. Currently rocking some pink. All in all, pretty happy with it. Interestingly, the RIT dye colors did not turn out the way I thought they would. So obviously the camel turned out more yellowy and the cocoa turned out to have a real reddish hue. I didn't think the pink was going to look good. Also, when I took down her hair, I didn't point this out earlier, her rooting is very sparse, honestly. So just beware if you do get any of these newer generation Rainbow High dolls, they're just not rooted as thickly if their hair's put up, I guess. But The result kind of was giving me 90s, early 2000s chunky highlights vibe, like the way my scene dolls, some of their hair looked. So I decided to just roll with that. I didn't think the pink was going to look good, so I decided to keep it this way. If I really don't like it, in a future date, I could just dye the whole thing a brown or something like that. But I'm going to go with it for now. Her curls kind of stayed intact. It's very soft. I did give her a new outfit. This is an Illy Forever, like Belle in the Beauty and the Beast inspired outfit. And I think it looks cute on her. I'm just moving like full into kind of an early 2000s look for the most part. I don't love her shoes. I think I'm going to switch those out. But I think she looks really cute. I'm happy with the way she turned out, even though it's not what I intended. I had so much fun with this process that I actually bought 2 more dolls just to play around dyeing their hair with some more RIT dye. So I got another Heather Grayson doll. I have still one originally intact. This one had some like messed up face makeup. Her lips are a little bit wonky and her lower lash line eye makeup is like way too pronounced. So took down the makeup a little bit, took off the lips and used pink dye and went a little crazy, and I think she looks really cute. I redid her lips, toned down her eye makeup, and gave her this kind of punk princess look, and she's adorable. Obviously, she's inspired partially by Draculaura, but she's super cute. And then I took a previous edition of Color and Create, so this girl does have wrist articulation, and I went with pink and purple for her, and I was inspired by Ever After High colors, basically, and just kind of gave her this ombre effect, and then gave her a combination of Rainbow High and Illy Forever clothes. Again, love it, super cute, just adorable. I gave her some of Heather Grayson's accessories too. So this was really fun. I highly recommend it. This is their hair from the back because I did want to point out one other thing. Looks great on all of them, I think, except when you get to my made over Heather Grayson doll. The boiling and the hair dye and everything made a noticeable difference in the hair texture between the two sides. I mean, partially this is they probably used 2 different types of hair. The black hair on the one side has maintained a poker straight appearance even after washing her whole head in really hot water. So I either got to straighten the pink side or try to curl the black side. I don't know, but obviously it's very different right now. I've been seeing people online customize their doll hair colors using RIT dye and other products for a while now, and I've always wanted to try it, and I'm very glad that I did. I very much enjoyed the process. I think I do like the way they all turned out, but please let me know your thoughts by commenting down below. Have you tried this before? And do you have other recommendations, especially for Barbie? Because the only thing I could find online that anybody had any success with ever was fabric markers, which is why I used that method. But if you have another method I could try, let me know.